Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about a custom countdown timer solution for your stream. Now basically what this is going to be is a HTML document loaded into OBS, allowing us to customize the minutes and the seconds, the color and the font stylings of it, and also the final message before everything all kicks off on your stream. So without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? So down below there's going to be a couple of links. One link you want to click on right now is going to be the Codepen link. Now this is going to bring you to a page that looks like this, that has got HTML, CSS and JavaScript all loaded into it. So the first thing you want to do is select what time you're going to be counting down from. I tend to select basically between 2 or 3 songs for my starting soon stream, put them into a calculator, find out what the total is and place that within the document. So here we can see 4 minutes 55, 6 minutes 20, total time 11:15. Just place that into here. So we're going to edit the line in the HTML for the placeholder to be 11:15. Then afterwards we're going to go across here to our right hand side for the JavaScript. We're going to edit the very last line, which is your minutes and your seconds. So we want to update this to 11:50. There we go. That is our total time to count down from. It just takes a couple of seconds and it will be replaced into there. The next thing you can actually do is edit the styles of the countdown timer to match your stream. So what I would recommend is going onto fonts.google.com. They're free fonts to use, browse around, see if you can find one you like and implement it in. And the way that you do that is you go onto the main website here. So for example, I want a nice handwriting font. So I'm going to filter down to there. And we're going to have a wee look through, and I quite like Amatic SC font. This looks like a very nice font. So we're going to go into here, we're going to select the style on the right hand side. This is then going to update within our families that we have selected. And then afterwards what we want to do is copy this line here, this piece of code, go back into the Codepen, create a couple of new spaces at the top here, copy that code in, and then we're going to go back here and we're going to select the CSS rule to copy in as well, which is going to be this line here. And then we can see this line here on line 2, so let's replace that. And this should update to bring through the new font family. As you can see, this is the kind of handwritten styling we were seeing on the fonts.google.com. The other thing we can also do is change the color of the font if you wanted to. Now this is going to be a hexadecimal value. This is number 3. Now you can find generators for around the internet for this, what you can to place them within your colors. However, I can see something like, for example, I know for a fact is FF and 4 zeros equals red. So we could use that, or if in the case of, say, you wanted to be white, it would just be 3 Fs. However, we can't see that very well on the screen. But what we can do is we can add a containing box in. Now I've commented out this code on line 12 and 13. So all you need to do to uncomment it is remove the 2 forward slashes at the start of each of the lines. And there we go. Now we've got this nice little background here behind this. You can also increase the opacity of it by just increasing the dot at the very last figure at the end of it. And here we go. That's all coming in there. The other thing as well that we can do is we can also add a rounded corner to it. So if we go border radius 10 pixels, then this adds a nice curve round to it. You can also decide the exact width of it as well. So if you wanted it to be 500 pixels, actually I think that's probably too small, so let's go with 800. There we go. 800 pixels there. Therefore you don't get it moving in and out. So you can customize this any way you want. You can add more padding into it. You can decrease the padding, mess around with it. So the next thing that we're actually going to want to do is once we have this, we're then going to copy it into the HTML document. So if you open up the document within a text editor, you're going to be met with this. Now this here is exactly all the different things you've already seen within your Codepen. I've marked down exactly where you need to copy and paste them. So for example, in the first section, which is the HTML, you're just going to copy that here on line 24. You're going to have that here. Then the second section, your CSS, you're going to copy and paste that here into line number 5 and just overwrite from number 5 to number 18. And down beneath here is your JavaScript, which you can only just change the last line here for it, which is completely fine. We actually also have a final text that after the countdown timer is hit 0, if you want some text to be displayed, we then have this line on 39 called let's go. So we can actually replace that. For example, we can then say stream starting soon. So once the actual countdown timer is finished, whatever you put into this line here will then display instead of the countdown timer. And once we've done this, we're then going to put it into OBS. So once we're in OBS, we want to add a new source here on the source panel. And if we select browser, call this something like countdown timer. Then select OK. So once this panel pops up, we then want to select a local file. We're going to want the width to be round about, probably about 600. If you specified a width within the CSS, like 500 pixels or something, it's good to have the padding from side to side. And the height should be around about 300. And we can then browse the local file, make sure that it's exactly in the directory that you need to be in. So we're in timer here. You should just be able to click OK. And there we go, guys. It's as easy as that. It's a nice simple timer that you can use for the start of your stream. Now down below there's going to be two links. The first link is going to be to a HTML document that you're going to be loading into OBS once you've customized it, and the second link is going to be to Codepen, which basically allows you to play about with things before actually putting it into the HTML document. But thanks very much for watching, guys. If you want to chat about this sort of stuff, I'm live on Twitch every single Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, and on top of that as well, if you want to catch me offline, we also have a Discord, and there's a tremendous community there full of other streamers talking about this stuff all the time. However, until then, I'll catch you in the next video. See ya. Fucking duck, I was too fast.
Still not in.